Okay, so I've spent the money from the Ko-Fi goal, and I have bought, and it's just arrived, a face mask respirator thing. I'll show you guys. Yeah. Oh, the sun. There we go. That's a good look. There we are. So yeah, thank you to everyone who donated on Ko-Fi. This, you've literally brought me safety. This is going to protect me from the spray paint and the resin, because opening a window isn't really doable in the winter. It's also not really enough for full protection. So yeah, thank you everyone who bought this for me. And I also got paint pens as well, which should be arriving tomorrow, so I'll show you them as well. But yeah, thank you. Used to be $2.65 back in the day. Here we go. And I'm back. I'm not gonna lie, I regret that as well. It was just so cold, my legs are frozen. No matter how much I layer up, it's not enough. And the paths are just, they're so icy, you can't walk. So you get cold because you can't really walk properly. You're just like shuffling along, trying not to slip over. No. Also, the main road, there was a sign that said, "Stay at home, only essential travel," and literally the whole road was jam-packed with cars. There was so much traffic. Also on the industrial estate, it was super busy as well. There's this, one of the car parks which has like McDonald's and KFC in, was so packed. People are just bored, and so the only place that's open, the only thing to do, especially because it's freezing, no one wants to go for a walk. So everyone's just going to McDonald's. So you've got all these people getting poorer and then having to go to McDonald's because that's the only place for cheap food, and then not wanting to go for a walk because it's too cold. So everyone's just going to be unhealthy and skint and living off McDonald's. So on the walk to the shop, I was listening to a podcast which was about inequality and mainly wealth inequality, and that was saying how wealthy people kind of like to, obviously this is, you know, not everyone, but generally they like to donate and be seen to donate and help other people so that they look good. Kind of like, almost like a survival thing, you know, if you're seen to be a good person, people are going to trust you and look to you for guidance, kind of thing. It's not just to look good, obviously. Some people, you know, donate to causes that they genuinely care about, of course. I think because there's so many different levels of wealth, you know, for example, I don't consider myself to be super wealthy, but if I have change in my purse, I'll give it to someone who's busking on the street. But when I compare that to the fact that there's people in the world who could, like, you know, stop world hunger, I obviously am skint in comparison. Every act you do to to help. Every donation you make, no matter how big or small, whether you buy a house for the homeless person or you just give him a sandwich, whatever one it is, you're doing so much more than helping that one person. You're helping the whole species. Because whilst you can't help families who have had their lives destroyed by a volcano on the other side of the world, you can help someone near you, and then that will have a knock-on effect, because people will think, oh wow, it's that easy to, you know, give change to a busker on the street. It's that easy to donate through a Ko-Fi to a creator that you like. You know, it's that easy to do. No matter how big or small, it's the same thing. No matter how much you donate, no matter how much you give, and you're helping that person, and you're also helping others try to copy that behaviour, because we're all people. I'm not sure how well to explain what I'm trying to say. Basically, we're all on this planet, and you're not just helping one person for your own selfish reasons, and you're not just helping one person. You're helping each donation you make, each support that you give. Everything you do is helping humanity as a whole, as a species. I don't think I've explained that well at all, but basically, if you have more than enough income to go around, and you're fully supported, and your family's fully supported, and your neighbours are fully supported, then give it to other people, or help in what way you can, because you're not just, you know, not only do people not really need money, you know, in that sense, you don't need absurd amounts of money that you're never going to spend in your lifetime. And giving it to people isn't just to like do the good thing, it's also to help the species as a whole. And I think the one thing as well that the species needs is faith in humanity and kindness. You know, we need to trust that other people, other beings are gonna be there if you're in need. Does that make sense? I'm not very good at putting words together. Yeah. Like, I used to think that it was down to, well, not down to the rich to donate, but the rich should donate because they have more to donate, and it's not going to affect them if they do donate. But there are so many different levels of wealth. You know, if you have absurd amounts of money, why not help? You know, if you wouldn't even notice the money was gone, then yeah. But we shouldn't be reliant on the wealthy to look after the poor. You know, that doesn't work. But at the same time, we shouldn't even be in that place to begin with. There shouldn't be that level of inequality where the poor need the rich to look after them. You know, it shouldn't get to that point. And I don't think the poor would like to rely on the rich. And like I say, there's different levels of wealth. Everyone has wealth in their own way. It's just different levels of it. So in a way, everyone can do a bit to help out, no matter how big or how small. It's just that usually, when I say wealthy, I mean like the absurdly wealthy. They can do a lot more with what they have, and it won't affect them as much. Whereas like a poor person, you know, might not be able to give away a tenner, but you know, an absurdly wealthy person could and wouldn't notice the difference. I'm just throwing stuff out. I'm not really sure where I stand on this topic. Just talking. Alright, I'm just going to do the outro now before I forget, because I am terrible at outros. I just don't really do them. So, thank you for watching. I find it weird that anyone has watched it or made it this far. So for you, looking at me right now, thanks. I appreciate it. It's nice to know that all this rambling and editing and filming and camera getting out in and all of it, it's nice. So thank you for watching. I find it really weird that anyone is even watching it. anyone that's made it through the whole video. So it's nice to know that someone has actually taken the time to watch something that I've created. So thanks!